What's up, folks? Jason Caskie, Coldwell banker, Sean Herrero, Cross Country Mortgage. So we got a good one for you today. I was at an open house today, Tuesday, the 25th of February, and I heard about a house yesterday in Walnut Creek that had 75 offers.
And I hit the floor.
Yeah.
75 offers is too much.
Agreed.
I was like, I wouldn't even know what to do with that many offers.
And what causes that? Like, as a listing agent, what would cause there to be 75 offers?
Pricing it too low.
Right. So you're going to have to shuffle through 75 offers when what do you think there is? Maybe 5 to 10 that are probably in the ballpark of each other?
I would think something like that, but you really don't know. Like, how can you justify going through 75 offers, call all 75 agents to find out really the truth of what their client can do, because you just don't know. Some people just send offers in, and hey, maybe that guy who was the lowest offer could actually be the best offer if you talk to them.
Right.
But how on earth are you going to talk to 75 different people? So we were talking about this a little bit. It's like how much better it is. Like, I do like pricing a little bit lower potentially than the last sale. But
Absolutely.
We're talking about transparent pricing.
Right.
So, hey, if the last sale was 1650 in a neighborhood, for example, okay, go at 1650 or go 1599.
Yeah.
But don't go in at $1 million and sit back and you just have hundreds of group of people. How many people went through the place you were saying?
I don't even know how many went through it. They had
so many people and 75 offers. I mean, that's just like, and how are you supposed to go through as an agent or a seller and figure out really what is going to be the highest and best offer? It sounds great to have 75 to choose from, but it really is a bigger pain in the ass than you think.
Actually, and I think that was the best part of the story, was the highest offer ended up falling out because they didn't qualify. But anyways, so the reason this is kind of a pet peeve of mine is I don't work with sellers, I work with buyers, right? So for me, hearing that is very disheartening. Oh my gosh, 75 people want houses, I'll never get to buy a house.
Right.
No, it was just priced way too low.
Yeah.
And I've always thought it was a strategy that a listing agent goes to their next listing, goes, well, you know, my previous listing had 75 offers for my client.
Yeah.
I'm that good. And it's like, no, you just underpriced the house.
Right. And you upset 74 buyers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who knows if you really got the best offer.
Right. And then the other side of it is, obviously, it's going to go over ask at that. So I had one in 2022 that was listed for $900,000. This was Oakland. Maybe it was earlier than that, but it was listed for $900,000. It sold for $1.9 million. And everyone's like, $1 million over? And I'm like, guess what it appraised for?
What?
1.9.
Yeah.
Because guess what every home in the neighborhood sold for?
It should have been priced
1.8
there,
to 2.
right?
Yeah. So I'm like, if you know the homes in the market are selling from 1.8 to 2, why would you price it at 900?
Right.
And you said transparent pricing earlier. That term didn't exist before 2020. Right? Because there's certain areas in the Bay Area that are notorious for listing 30 to 50% under what we all know the market's selling for.
That is true.
And so that game didn't work anymore. And
it gets a lot of eyes on the, a lot of people checking the internet and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is this. Well, that's not what it's going to sell for.
Well, so my comparison for that I tell my clients about is it's like eBay.
Yeah.
I could list something for $1. I have a secret reserve nobody knows about, but for $1, I'm going to get a bunch of people to fight each other over it, and hopefully they push each other over my secret reserve, and then I sell for that.
Right.
But the market, like if I list an iPhone for $1, and we know an iPhone costs $1,000, I'm not going to be shocked if it sells for $999 over my app.
So what concerns me the most is that people, when they see this low price, what worries me a lot when I'm representing the seller is that those same people are putting offers out on other properties. So, hey, this one's at this one's at this, offers are due Tuesday on this one, offers are due Wednesday on this one, and they're putting offers in on both. And that's
at the same time.
At the same time, and that's not being fair. So it's like, hey, there's 75 offers, I'm gonna put offers here, I'm gonna do this, and I win out on Tuesday's offer, but I'm waiting to see what Wednesday's offer brings. I haven't put my good faith deposit in yet, and Wednesday's offer got accepted too. I like that house more. I'm not gonna do Tuesday, and now you've just offset the whole entire seller and buyer process and upset the seller, and it's very important to price the home properly.
Well, I think it's important to price it from the buyer's perspective. I had a client that they gave up. They're like, Sean, we're out. We're just going to rent because it's insane for people to pay over this price, right? And I go, hold on a sec. Let's reverse engineer this. The property's listed for that price, but in that neighborhood, if you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, I use Redfin. Go to Redfin, change it from for sale to sold, choose last 3 months, find the neighborhood or the area you want to buy in or that property is for sale for, and then set it up, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, whatever it is, and then see what they've been selling for. And now you know the gauge of the market. I think it's the easiest to use. I don't have MLS access.
Without talking to a realtor, but I think Redfin is
I don't have MLS, but I love the search, it's very user-friendly.
Yeah, I use it all the time too.
But then you know, right? Then I go, okay, wait, so this home is listed for $900,000 in Oakland. Here are 3 sales, 1.8, 1.85, 2 million, 2.1.
Right.
I'm going to pay $1 million over ask, and I'm going to feel good about it.
Right, yeah, exactly. So anyways, it does matter. Pricing matters without a doubt. So, we're really, the main thing about this, we're having all these conversations all the time and doing these videos is because the more you know up front, the better. Whether you're selling a home and, hey, here's the top 5 things we should do before we put our home on the market, or at least to get our head wrapped around putting our head on the market, and hey, we're thinking about buying, well, here's the 5 things that we should do to make sure that we have got our head wrapped around the fact that we are going to be offering this much and buying a home at this much. The more you guys know, the better. So all we want to do is inform you guys, and the more you know, the better it is when you are actually getting an offer accepted or actually putting your home on the market and getting an offer that comes in that you can accept.
It's confidence. The more you know, the more confident you become, the less emotion you'll have. I mean, it's always emotional, but I always tell people it's psychology of real estate, right? If I'm Jason and I'm trying to get the highest price for my client, right? Here's the strategy to play this game. And then for me, representing buyers, here's the strategy we're going to use to get this house and beat everyone else, or to get this house at the best value to you by using the seller's money to your advantage. So it's always strategy. It's a chess game. And you have to have teammates that play it well and understand how this stuff works. And at the same time, we want you to be able to research it so you can make your own decisions.
100%. 100%. We appreciate you guys listening. Jason Caskie, Coldwell Banker, Sean Herrero, Cross Country Mortgage. Give us a call, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.